What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So HBAR seems to be growing on me a little bit. I know some people that have been into HBAR for a while, since the fall of not HBAR, but the fall of cryptocurrency in this bear market. I think people would say, "Hey, you're a little too late," and that's what I'm here to kind of figure out. Do you believe that I'm a little too late to see HBAR as an opportunity, or do you think that opens the door for a little bit more of a community or addition of the community and seeing this create a little bit more success in the future? What do you see about this? Am I late? Because it's growing on me, and I want to see if maybe I would go ahead and make an investment as I have the options to do so, maybe now or maybe in the future. So let's talk about this a little bit. If you're invested in HBAR, let me know the reason why you got into it. Let me know the reason why you hold it down in the comment section. And let me know the reason why, you just overall believe in what this position will do for an investor, as well as for someone that wants to see the overall project grow. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to check out my credit card YouTube channel, the link will be in the cards. Feel free to check that out. But let's talk about this, because I feel like HBAR is something that I haven't mentioned much. This is probably the second video that I've made on HBAR, the third time that I've even talked about it in any videos or live streams, but it hasn't really been mentioned to me much. It's probably like a once in a while type of thing. Someone will come to me and go, "Hey, what about HBAR? Or what about this position? Or what about that position?" But it's never like every day, "Hey, I like what you said about HBAR," or anything like that. And maybe it's because I don't have that community yet. But the crazy thing is, like, when I look at a lot of the ones that have popularity, maybe something like Kaspa, a lot of people are communicating with me and saying, "Look, you need to get into Kaspa. You need to start reviewing Kaspa, and you need to find an entry point into that position." I'm like, all right, that's enough hype for me. That's enough of a community that came across to me. Now, there's a level of where I can see the passion behind people that come over here, and there's the level that Vault Inu crowd does, which I don't understand why they even do it at this point. Like, it's going to bring anybody to their project just doing that. But when I look at HBAR and I look at Kaspa, or I look at Kaspa, I would say that's the level that I want to see. HBAR is like kind of under the radar type of thing, so it makes me curious and makes me want to look into it. It's like, hey, you can get into this, but if you don't, it's not going to be the end of the world. Like, we're not going to say the project's going to collapse without you. And that's what makes me very interested in the position. So let's take a look at it a little bit further. Now, while we did have a full kind of breakdown and look into what we have seen there, again, this is growing on me a little bit, and I'm wondering if I'm too late to get into the position or if I have any type of time. So currently, if we look at HBAR over the last 24 hours, HBAR is at 4.7 cents. It's up 2.6%. As we see everything in the market that's really making a positive move, besides some lower end things or things that have some mainly negative news today. Majority of the market is moving in the positive direction, though. But you also see that this is at a $1.5 billion, $1.6 billion market cap, which is not ridiculous. It's not too high of a market cap for this to have any type of growth. We're also seeing this with 46, almost $47 million worth of volume. The volume to market cap ratio really doesn't scream popularity to me, but if something does have, a longer hold time where people are holding it for a while, that's where you see that growth and staying at about $1.6 billion market cap. It makes sense why you would be there. Now, you're also seeing a circulating supply of 33.5 billion coins, which is 67% of the total supply being about 50 billion coins. For some reason, I like this area. I look at Jasmy Coin and they have 50 billion coins in total circulating supply. I look at CRO and they have a total of 30 billion. You look at this position, it has 50 billion. For some reason, I like this area because it shows to have success and shows to have a stronger community around it when you see kind of this same structure of, a little bit lower volume, a simple market cap at a level of a billion, not screaming, oh, this is crazy overvalued, or this can go, a hell of a lot further, being at a 26 or $40 billion market cap, but also not being at the lower end to where it's like, this is not worth enough for my time. And I feel like it's not going to grow fast enough during the bull market. This is right in the middle. Right. So I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I've seen a lot of people throw me the positives, the negatives. I broke down the positives, the negatives, the pros and cons within the last video. And people are just reiterating that, about HBAR and what it really offers. And from the investment side, what you can really gain. Now, I'm a big fan from the investment side. I want to see that you can make a lot. So I want to look at the chart and see the history. So if we look at the 1 day, you can see how this growth has been trending upward. Yes, it's been about 2.5%. In the last 7 days, it's kind of flat. While it did have some fluctuation, creating the ability for you guys to day trade and find different levels to get in and out of the position and create transactions, create volume, create some interest within the position. That's fantastic. 2.4% up. It's sort of flat, but again, it's about 2% up in the day and 2% up in the week. When you look at the month, it is down by 6.5%, got all the way down to a low here of about 4.5 cents, but hasn't really dropped too far, below that. Obviously, in a month, you're not really looking at too much history there, but it hasn't dropped any further below that. You see a little bit of a recovery as the days go on in the last week. If you look at the last year, you've seen how this has kind of remained closer to flat, right? It's still down 18%, 18.35, 37. I can barely see it, 37%. And, it's not horrible. You've seen the fluctuation again, creating swing trades, creating day trades within the position to get in at a lower point of maybe 3.8 cents and increase it all the way up to about 9 cents, pushing 10 cents. So you see a massive gain for a lot of people as they are doubling their position or doubling what their balance is by investing in it this low and seeing that spike very, very quickly. Now we're closer to the bottom, being below this red mark. If we look at that kind of the halfway point, we are closer to the bottom, which means that we have an investment point and we could have a firm resistance around this 4.7 cents, which we currently are. So seeing the ultimate low, right? I want to look at the all-time low. The all-time low is about 1 cent. The all-time high is 57 cents. If we look at the last year and how we've seen the difference, right? This is the last 24 hours, but the last year, we've seen the all-time low at 3.5 cents, all-time high at about 10 cents. So we have some room to grow and room to gain not only 100%, but maybe even 200% out of the deal. Now, if we look at all history, we can see the bigger picture of where this can go. And currently we're at that lower level. We're not at the absolute lowest level where it's like, 1 cent down here, but you do see it at a level of 4 cents, which is very close to the bottom compared to this 40 cent mark that it can get to. Now, the one thing that you do have to factor into this is you understand that there is a dilution, an addition of supply there. And I wanted to see that it would get to 40 cents and what the market cap was worth. So the fact that it got to a higher point and they still added the supply to it, because you can see here it was worth a lot less. It was worth about 2 billion, almost 3 billion right there. But then if you look at price over here, it's worth a 50 cent price, which ultimately is a $6 or $7 billion price point. So that's where I kind of set my bar. It's like right now it's worth 1 billion, but technically we could see a 6x. So it's showing me some positivity for the future for this position. So I'm like, all right, that makes sense. I can see a benefit in this. I can see profit in this for the future. But the point is that you have to let it live its life. Now, if there's any type of negativity that anybody has, feel free to bring it my way. This is kind of my first look at it. Or second look at it. I do want to look at different places that you can buy it. And the one place that I can buy it is a place that I buy a lot of my cryptocurrency, which is Coinbase. So if you see me with some, HBAR, that's because I may have made this move at some of these lower levels where we currently are. And waiting to see some bigger moves as time goes on. So anyways, let me know what you think about it. Am I too late to purchase it? Should I buy it right now? What's your opinion in the comment section below? But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.